Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for choosing to start your week with us. Let's talk a little tennis. Look at how my mood lifts because I'm not emotionally invested in this particular sport. Aryna Sabalenka, however, is. What a performance. She powered past Amanda Anisimova in straight sets to defend her US Open crown, sealing her fourth Grand Slam title and extending her remarkable tie-break streak on the back of some major losses as well. So mental strength there. Then on the men's side, he's done it. Carlos Alcaraz, he's avenged his Wimbledon defeat to Jannik Sinner. They both look good, but he won out in 4 sets to reclaim the world #1 ranking as well and lift his second US Open trophy. It's a golden era. We are entering and to unpack all the drama from the action-packed weekend. We are joined by tennis coach Ricky Solomon and tennis enthusiast Nasli Abrahams. Thank you so much for joining us.
Mornings.
You're very happy this morning, eh? We got some good tennis. This US Open gave us some massive moments. I love it. Sabalenka, some BMT on another level.
Really, because Anisimova has a winning record against her.
And they've got a lack of spark there. There's a nice rivalry, eh? Sure.
Yes. I think Anisimova beat her in the semis at Wimbledon and in Australia a while back, 6-1, 6-2. So when she's on, she's probably the only person.
Did you write that down and remember that? Or is that stuff just there, like an encyclopedic?
I don't know.
I feel sorry for you in other areas of your life, dude. I'm sorry.
No, she remembers everything when it comes to this game.
Yeah, fair game. I'm sure not just this game, but that is for her because she's had some major losses as well, to be able to find that strength in that moment. And they're both very strong, physical, dominating players.
Correct, yes. So she pushed Anisimova to make those errors. She was more relaxed than at Wimbledon. She's experienced that big match and she just had to go closer to the lines because Sabalenka was so good and actually moving very well.
She was a lot more composed in this final than we've seen. Like Sabalenka will normally try and just power through, but in this one she took her moments, you know, like she decided, okay, at this point I'm gonna just stay solid.
Some good coaching, I think.
Up
to this point, I have a feeling. It begs the question: how important is a good rivalry right now? Because you're kind of seeing the best players being differentiated by these sorts of moments. It's not their 50-game winning streak, and there are some impressive streaks in various lanes, but it's more who's pushing each other on the men's and the women's, and we haven't seen it to this degree in the women's game. How healthy is this?
No, it's to me, it is probably the only reason we have this high level of things that's occurring. I mean, this is around the world. I feel in all sports, but in tennis specifically, it's when you come up against someone that's your person, you both start to rise.
I call them the championship rounds. It's where you're playing against people that are taking you beyond what you've done before.
Beyond what you've done before. Spot on. Spot on.
Speaking to you, Drickus, wherever you're listening, buddy. Okay, we're in the championship rounds, guy. We're in the championship rounds. Okay, so beautiful for women's tennis to end the year on this note, and for Sabalenka, a massive moment. Let's move to the men's draw here, if you will. I'm sure mixed feelings about this one.
Look, Carlos said it, he played perfectly. He would have had to. In fairness, though, Sinner was not serving well. He actually did not have ice in his veins this time. He was racked with nerves, and it showed.
You can't beat Alcaraz. Especially Alcaraz. You can't beat Alcaraz if you're hitting second serves all the time. Yeah, I don't know what his percentage was by the end. I forgot.
48.
40. Okay, yes. That's it's just too low. It's too low. Your percentage needs to be in a championship like that against Alcaraz. It needs to be in the 70s or in the 80s to stand a chance. So he
I also want to say the unforced errors where I know he was nervous, like shots he should have made and he would normally make.
And what would have made him nervous if he had watched the Djokovic moment before, and then albeit clearly the body broke down in the midst of that, but there was a coolness where you talk about ice in your veins. Alcaraz, and you imagine the emotions that would have been going through him right now because of how much he loves the opponent that has kind of brought him to the level that he's at. It's quite a thing. Why do you think, what rocked Sinner coming into this final?
Because he was although the margins are small, he was the clear favourite. It's his favourite surface. He's the world #1. He's the defending champion. I think he likes to be the hunter rather than the hunted. You know, and he is one-dimensional to a degree. hit everybody off the court, but Alcaraz can stay with him. So
Can
he'll
absorb,
have to,
yeah.
he'll have to implement some variation. He said it, and yeah, he'll have to get some ice back in his veins. You cannot be nervous.
Look, she's right. He is kind of one-dimensional, but it's only against Alcaraz that it matters. It's only against Alcaraz that it
There's
matters.
no one else on
Everybody
that level.
Correct.
Yeah.
So he would probably just have to play Alcaraz a lot,
Yeah.
and then he'd be, yeah.
Well, they're going to play each other a
going to
lot
play each
because
other.
now we've almost got the flip side of that coin where we're below them from number 3, and we've spoken about this to number 50.
Yeah.
Could probably beat each other on
Agreed.
any day. Does
Agreed.
the men's side of the draw need a bit more of a top 10, or is this beautiful? Are we seeing a golden era because we've got 2 greats?
It will only help the
Help.
game if there's more strong guys coming through.
So who's that person who can break into that? We've seen some fighters. I mean, Deminau, for me, the heartbreak of a young man who is knocking on a door that much.
Yeah.
You think, like, what is it going to take? And if that level of player can't break into even winning the occasional tournament, I mean, how are we going to break that strangle?
So there is one player I'm watching coming through, João Fonseca.
I was about to
Yeah.
say Fonseca maybe, but we don't know yet.
No, well, I think the more he plays, he's got the potential to get close to them. The gap between the two of them and the rest of the field is so big, you know. But I think Fonseca in 2 to 3 years will be challenging them for sure. And there's a lot. There's a junior from Rafa's academy that won Wimbledon and the US Open, and he's entering the ATP next year.
I don't know how she knows this.
No, but
I don't know.
it's encyclopedic.
Yes.
We all get a bit of this in our lives, and it's all right. I don't mind someone reminding me of tennis, especially when it's this rich. Now, I think we're leaving and entering into a golden era. Can we call it the platinum era of tennis?
Yes, no, agreed.
Hey?
How
They are
lucky
hitting
are
a
we?
level-
Like, I feel so privileged to be a fan, honestly.
I don't feel as privileged as you, but I'm just going to blame the Springboks this weekend. And maybe the Proteas and the Springbok woman and Drickus. I'm still hurting, dude. No, things are looking good in the space of tennis. But for Carlos Alcaraz, Arena Sabalenka, sublime this weekend. They are the US Open champions. You guys are amazing. Naz, I love
Thank you.
Thank you.